हेलो एंड वेलकम टू माय चैनल। मैं साइबर हीरो तुम्हारा दिल से स्वागत करता हूं अपने चैनल पे। उम्मीद है कि आप सब खैरियत से होंगे और मुझे उम्मीद है कि आप कुछ यहाँ नया सीख के ही जाओगे। जैसा कि आप सब लोगों को मालूम है, हम यहाँ पे लिनक्स पढ़ रहे हैं। तो आज इसी मॉड्यूल 4 का चैप्टर नंबर 4 हम पढ़ने जा रहे हैं। तो वी आर डिस्कसिंग दिस फाइल परमिशन एंड ओनरशिप। In my previous videos we have discussed this first introduction to shell, basic commands, text processing commands. If you have not seen these videos, I suggest you go and check these videos for better understanding. So let's start our today's video. What is in this special is this video, chapter number file permissions and ownership. Here we will discuss in depth what are the file permissions in Linux and ownerships in Linux. So these are the main topics: permission and represented, change permissions, how to change permissions, how to change file owner, how to change file group. This will be our main topic. These are the main topics here. So let's start without wasting any more time. First, we will say the file ownerships in Linux. How many owners are there? First one is owner. That's called a user. Who created the file? The user who created the file is called owner. That is user. This one is first. Second one is group. A collection of users that is assigned as a group. Collection of users that is assigned as a group. If you don't know how to create groups, what are the groups, we'll see them. Don't you worry about that. Another one is others. These are the other users. First one was owner, then group, then others. So these are the three owners of a file can be. What was first one? User, other one was group, and third one is others. So how to check what have owner permissions, group permissions, others? Let me check for first LSL. It will get detailed, so don't confuse it. Let me make an file direct first. Here we will get file permissions. File owner, let me write here file owner, ownership. So I create a directory file ownership. Now I will move towards that file directory. Here we can see if I have to check, it will show me total 0, obviously. No issues about that. I will check like this. Inside there is nothing. Let me go back here. What was file name, file ownership, this one. What is its creation time, date? So it's a directory. R stands for read, write stands for W stands for write, X stands for execute. Another is the write hyphen XR minus X, sorry, hyphen X. Then two root. What is the first one? First one is the user who created it. I was as root. Then this is the group. Then others 4096. It is the size. These are the permissions. I will discuss them in detail. No worry about that. What are these? Then we will go for this one. Who is the owner? What is the group? And this is the file size. This is the date on which it has made. Hope so it is clear. Now we'll see this RDR. What does that mean? RWXR hyphen XR hyphen X. So let me create a file here. Let me move towards this. What are the file ownership? Let me create a file here. Simple, I will create an file.txt. So here you can say file.txt. I have to check what are the permissions for this. So it is showing me read write, then write, then write. This is obviously user. This is for group, no others. So what does that mean? Actually, there are three types of permissions in a file and also in a directory. What are these? Read, write, and execute. Read stands for when we can only read. W stands for write, where we can only write. X stands for executable. If a file has three permissions, read, write, execute, for an user or a group, these permissions vary for owner, for group, for others. If owner has all of these permissions, read, write, execute, then owner can change it, owner can read it, owner can execute it. Just like here we have read, write permission for owner. Owner can read and write. It doesn't have executable permission. Then what comes other? This is the group permission. For a group, it can only read. What about others? What about others? Only read permission. Is it clear? Is it clear? How to give permissions to this file? How to take off these permissions? We'll see them. We have two ways, by numeric or using chmod command. For giving permission or taking a permission, we use this chmod command. Is it clear? We use chmod command. For example, I have to make this file.txt executable file. I want to execute this file. Obviously, there is no content inside. How to do that? By plus sign, we can add a permission to a file or directory. By minus sign, we take up the permission. So I will write plus. So I want to add a permission. Which permission? Obviously, it have read and write permission. I want executable permission. First I wrote chmod, then plus, then x for executable permission. Then I will go for file name. What was the file name? File.txt. So if I will check now, so you can see here I have all permissions: read, write, executable. Read, write, and executable permission for owner it have. Now if I have to take off the permission for this file.txt for an owner, how to do that? Same command, then minus for taking off permission. Which permission I want to take off? Executable for file.txt. Now again, if I'll check, here you can send executable permission is gone for on. Don't worry about how to give permissions to others and group. We will see them. No worries. First, we are talking about user only. So let's see if I will write some content inside this. What was the file there? Txt. Let me open with gedit. Gedit file.txt. Let me zoom it. Let me hear. Hi, how is it going? Another line. Hope. How is it going? Make sure you have hit the subscribe button. Make sure you have hit the subscribe button. Thank you. This is content inside this file. Now, if I have to read this content, I will simply go for cat to display the content of this file, file.txt. So here you can see here, how is it going? Did I write hi? I had to write hi. Here. My spelling mistake. I'm so sorry for that. Now here it's file. Here I can write it. Here I can read it. What will happen if I'll take the read permission from this file? How to for that? Minus R. Which file is for? File.txt. Now, if I want to display the content inside this, here, if I will take a permission, but I am able to say only write permission, then how can I go? Oh, only if I write permission, file.txt, owner file.txt, file ownership, correct. Oh, I am as root user. I am as exit from here. Now, if I go to that directory, cd file ownership, ls file.txt. If I will try to get permission denied, here you can see permission is denied because I was there root. Here you can see root, so I can go for that. So this time I am not a root user, so I can't permission denied. Hope so it's now getting clear. Now if I had to again give this permission, how to do that? +r file.txt, changing permission file operation not why? Because I create as use user, so I have to use sudo. Come on, file.txt, then I will go. But now you can check, is this permission there or not? You can see the right permission. Now I can say what was inside this. Is it clear? Good thing. So this was about taking a permission and giving permission to this. So what were these permissions? Let's recap first. Read, write, and executable. How to write it? X. Is it clear now? Good. Another thing, if I have to change, I told you another using chmod. For user, if I have to add permission, I can use user. Then which permission I have to add? X or write or read. If I have to do same setup with this was U for user. U for stands for user who creates the file. Then G for group. Then O for others. Is it clear? What was that? U for user who created that file. G for group. O for others. Let's see a simple syntax for this. First, let me open the file. Get file.txt. Here I can see if I have to for user who created this file, I have to take read permission for this file.txt. Here, user. Same command I will write for user. What is other? For user, for group. Now, for group, it can work as good thing. So this was about, let me check permissions. It is write for root only, read for root only. Here is the root permission, so we are able to root it. Read, here is the read permission, so we are able to read it. What are the other? This is the root. We are as root user, no? We can read it. If we are not as a root user, then we can't read it. We saw that demo, right? What were these? chmod command, U for user, G for group, O for other. This was the syntax about chmod. Some numerical, we can also give permissions using numerical, the octal value. We'll see that in last, that is the we will see that in lost, so we will not get confused. First, we will see some other things. Ownership, how to change an ownership for a file. Is it clear how to change in file? For example, if I have to check what was the file name, file.txt. Here you can see root is the owner of this file. Root is the owner of this file. Let me show what. Let me go exit first. Let me find this file. Where am I check what? Let's find. Root is the file. Windows. So my username is here Windows. Don't get confused. It's a Kali Linux. I have named my this device as Windows. So my username is Windows. Again, I will go to permission. While I am pwd, you can check while I am. What I am going to do here, I am going to change the ownership. We are trying to change ownership for this file. Lesson file. What was that? That is root. How to do that? Change permissions. How to do that? Using a command that is called OWN. CHOWN. Right? CHOWN. Let me change first CHOWN. Then I will write here. Who is the owner? Owner was root. So I am changing Windows for file.txt. Now fail check. You can see owner has changed it now to Windows. Did you get it? If you didn't get it, let me understand one more time. chown is the command to changing the ownership. Who was the owner for this file.txt? Obviously that was root. Was not that? Check out here. It was the root. Was it? Good. Now I am changing this root to Windows. I want what is Windows here? It's a user. Who is that? It's me. Obviously, Windows is a user. So I am changing from root to Windows, from a user to another user. For which file? File.txt. For that I am using chown command. What is the basic syntax for that? chown I wrote here. Good thing. Then old user using this column, then new user. For which file? Is it clear now? Good thing. Time for we can go for directory. Let me clear something. We can go for directory. Let me go back. I want to go back. Okay. Now I am back here. If I have to check my what was that file ownership something. So it's a directory. For first, what was that owner? Another one is wait others, and another one. Sorry, owner, then group, then others. Here you can see for owner it has no permission for write. For others, no permission here. For group, no permission here. For others, read permission only. For owner, write permission only. For group, no permission. For others, read permission only. Who created it? Root created it. Root is a user. I have changed that now here. Windows. So I'm going to here. This is the time. This is the name. If I have to change the directory, I will write here 755 What was my name? Directory file ownership. Now I will check. Read, write. First, let me try to understand this. What does this 755 mean? Don't get confused about this. I will show you. First, let's understand that thing. So, each are 3 permission slots. Each have 3 permission slots. First one I told you now, owner, then group, then others. These are the 3 owners. If we have to change permissions, then what are 3 permissions? Read, write, and execute. If we have to do these permissions with numeric digit, just like I wrote now 755. So this is numeric digit. How to do that thing? So there is a slot between 0 to 7. 0 to 7. We have to add up a permission. How to do that? I will make a sheet here. Let me open my notepad. Let me zoom it. Here I will try to explain you what does it mean. If I wrote only 0, don't get confused with the 0. This one is line number. This is the 0. 0 stands for nothing, no permission. Nothing means no permission. No permission. Then 1 goes for executable permission. 1 goes for executable. That we can write in X. Then 2 goes for write. 2 goes for write. Then a write permission. 0, 1, 2. Then 3 goes for executable X follows write. This is not my status. Don't get confused, please. So 0 means no permissions, 1 for executable, 2 for write, 3 for executable plus write, 4 for read permission. How to write that? Good. 5 for read plus executable, 6 for read plus write, and 7 for read, write, execute. How? I will explain. Nobody. 0 for no permission, clear. 1 for executable, 2 for write. Now, if anything has 3 permission, 3 is written there. What does that mean? 1 plus 2, executable plus write. If it has 4 stands for only read. You cannot give permission write. That will make no sense. So it's known for read. That is written in R. So 5 means 4 plus 1. It has a read permission and executable permission. 6 means 4 plus 2. 4 is obviously for read and 2 is for write. Then 7, if it is 7, then read, write, executable. How? 4 plus 2 plus 1. 4 plus 2 plus 1. So it has all of these permissions. 4 plus 2 plus 1. It has read permission, write permission, executable permission. Hope so it is clear now how working this. Now, we discussed that for an owner, first octal will be for owner. Like we see that. Then second will be for group and third will be for others. 3 hyphens will be there like this. So if there will be written 777, if a file or directory has a permission of 777, what does that mean? For owner, it has all permissions. For group, it has all permissions. For others, it has all permissions. If it has like this 711, for owner, it has all permissions. For group, it has only one permission, that is executable. For others, it have only one person that is executable. So that if you have to execute a file, if you are not able to read and write it, then how can you execute? It's not possible. So if a file has 755 permission, you say that I wrote a 755 permission. What does it mean? 7. All permissions for owner. 5. 5 means group has read and executable permissions. Read and execute. He cannot write, he cannot make change in that file or directory. Same for others. It's clear now. I hope it's clear now. Let me take another example. If it has 754, 754, owner has all permissions, group has only read and executable permission, and others have only read permission. 4 stands for read permission. 3 octals are there. 1, 2, 3. First one is for owner, group, others. I hope now it's clear. So I don't want to save this. So let me go this file ownership. So here you can see the permissions now read, write, or root windows. First I will make change ch on. Let me change it again to root. Now if you can see to the root again. Now good thing, let's work with this now. If I have to change, I will make 7 means all permissions, 5 this file.txt. Now see the difference here. The owner has all permissions, read, write, executable permissions. And what was the other? For group, it has only executable and write permissions. You see, 755. Hope so it is now clear. This was all about the ownership, where we stated there are 3 owners. First one is the owner who creates the file. Another one was the group, a number of users makes a group. And for others who will be guest user, these are considered as others. These were 3 ownerships. And then we studied 3 permissions: read, write, and executable. While read, we can denote in numerical octal that is equal to 4. For execute, it's for 1. For write, it is 2. Where we studied all of this chart from 0 to 7. This was all about this video. Hope so this is clear. If you have any confusion, please comment down below. I will give answer. Thanks for watching. I hope आपने कुछ सीखा होगा इस वीडियो से। तो लाइक बटन प्रेस करके मुझे मोटिवेट कर दीजिए, ताकि मैं आगे आपके लिए वीडियो बनाते रहूँगा। थैंक यू गाइस।